I am filming this unboxing review on Christmas in order to make room for my Christmas gifts this year. Last year I received this Super 7 Super Cyborg Transformers 10-inch Bumblebee X-Ray action figure from my brother, and I'm finally getting a chance to unbox it. About 4 months later, my brother also gifted me for my birthday the Transformers X G.I. Joe Bumblebee and Stalker. And finally, I took some vacation from work and I'm gonna catch up on a lot of unboxing videos. When I first saw these figures, the crossover between G.I. Joe and Transformers, I thought finally Hasbro's doing something great with their top two IPs. But unfortunately, the way HasLab or Hasbro.com, whatever you want to call it, works, I wasn't able to get that Hiss Megatron with the Baroness. And then I just kind of gave up until my brother got me this for my last birthday. So I went on eBay, dug around, and since I already have a bunch of Baroness figures, I thought what I really want is Hiss Megatron. And so I got that separately, and I'll be reviewing that hopefully after I'm done with this.
My goal for 2025 is to finally reach 10,000 subs on YouTube. To achieve this goal, I rented out this place and I ordered 37 monkeys to write the most epic scripts for YouTube. The monkeys, they quit on me, and please don't quit on me also. Subscribe. Thank you. Oh, and if you've seen 37 chain-smoking monkeys wearing suits, don't feed them. They don't deserve it.
You stupid monkey!
Since I'm getting rid of this box in order to make more room for more toys, let's make sure that we go through every square inch of this box. So starting off, I love the blending in of the original G.I. Joe packaging and Transformers packaging. On one side, you've got the Transformers side with all the little squares and whatnot, and then on the other side, you've got the G.I. Joe side. Now on the back, that's where they couldn't do too much for the G.I. Joe side. Now they got all the pictures of the figures, Stalker, Bumblebee. But if you notice, in the background, the back of what I remember, Optimus Prime's box, that wonderful artwork, Optimus Prime. On the very top, it's a wonderful blend of Transformers, G.I. Joe, and on the bottom, wonderful logo of G.I. Joe X Transformers. And then you see this side is the G.I. Joe side. So now that we've seen all of it, let's peel back some of this stuff. There's a sticker here, a sticker here, a sticker here, and another sticker here holding it all together. Oh, and there's another box inside. And this box looks like a shoebox. This actually looks pretty nice. Oh, that looks nice. Well, maybe just like the last box, I'll find a good use for this. Maybe I'll put my bad guy classified figures in this box. Oh, that looks cool. I don't like this packaging too much, so I don't mind tearing into it. I like the file card, and this artwork is pretty cool, but this honestly looks like a dollar store toy. Where's the white trimming around it? And then this bubble, for some reason, they're making them stick out way too much. It looks to be, yep, legal stuff. And then this is what I need, because I am not very good at transforming my Transformers. Bumblebee comes already in his robot mode. I'm gonna take all these wires off, and now here's Bumblebee all set and ready to go. And with these instructions that don't have any words, it just made it so much more difficult for me, especially because like I said, I'm not very good with the Transformers. I hate having to transform the new style Transformers because they got all these different transformations. That's one of the reasons I don't do too many Transformer reviews. So he looks really, really good. Although I don't like the way this piece, the canopy piece, flops around a bit. But the rest of it looks awesome. Now, why couldn't they just make the All Striker into Hound? Because that's the perfect guy to make. But I'm guessing Bumblebee was a little more popular than Hound. And speaking of popular figures, this is Stalker. I'm gonna unbox him so I could put him on Bumblebee while he's still in robot mode. This guy, I have been trying so hard to get him on eBay. A bunch of them, both thumbs are broken. He's falling apart. I wanted something really good and affordable. And this was perfect. Yes, it's not the original, but this figure right here, it's complete. No broken thumbs, no broken crotch. He's got an O-ring intact, and it was free. So since I don't think too much of this box, let's free him. And now that we got them open, let's smell both of them and see which one smells the best. I think I have to give it to Stalker. He actually smells more like a brand new toy. Bumblebee smells a little bit more like cardboard. Feels a little floppy. So he comes with a stand, and this is the same gun they gave Duke. And taking a look at him all the way around, man, this guy looks great. It's a bit of a different feeling, but that's pretty cool because I have so many other O-ring figures that flop around like that, which reminds me I have to start changing O-rings. Brand new. So I don't know why he's flopping around so much. I'm putting the gun on him, make sure that that thumb's not gonna break, and I don't think it is because the plastic that they're making these new O-ring figures is slightly different, more flexible. Man, he looks badass. I finally got him. I like how they painted all the screws too. Except for the one all the way down there, and it looks like they've already tried putting some sort of screwdriver in there. But now let's put him on Bumblebee. On the back it says that there's a place for him to stand, and there is. Here it is. There's a peg hole right there. His foot doesn't quite go, not going in. All right, I'm gonna try Duke. Looks like the peg is too thick for the peg holes. There, but I had to really jam it in there, and he's still loose on it. Oh, wow. That took a lot of force, but I finally got him in, and that does not look too bad. Now, you could take Bumblebee's gun, and here's another peg hole right there, and you can place Bumblebee's gun in there. So now you can have Stalker man that gun. That's pretty cool. But Bumblebee seems to be just a little like flimsy. Now this piece is supposed to connect down here, and it's supposed to click on, and I'm having such a hard time getting this thing to connect and click on. Hell, I thought I had already done it. I guess I didn't. There, kind of sort of holds on. There we go. But he starts leaning back way too much. There we go. That looks pretty cool. I think as a kid, trying to play with flimsy Bumblebee here would have kind of pissed me off just a little. But having them posed, that looks pretty darn cool. That looks badass. I'm setting Stalker off to the side, and I'm going to start transforming Bumblebee into the All Striker. This is gonna take me a while, I think. 21 steps. Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. But still, I'm not good at transforming current Transformers, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my couch, sit down, relax, and do this step by step, and we'll see what we get. Although I had to use my glasses to look at the small little details, This was such a great surprise to know how easy it was to transform. I did this fairly quick. Maybe it took me a little bit longer than more experienced guys. This looks incredible. This looks so much better than in robot form, and it feels pretty solid. Some of the yellow from Bumblebee is visible, like on the back, a little bit here at the bottom, but that actually kind of gives it a little more realistic look to it. The whole thing is pretty darn solid. It feels really good as well. But let's see how it looks with Stalker on it. I don't need to tell you how great this looks. Just by looking at your screen, you can see just how wonderfully everything fits in. Honestly, I don't even think I need to transform this All Striker into Bumblebee, because just like this, he looks incredible. Stalker fits perfectly inside, really nice and snug. Next to any other G.I. Joe vehicle, it fits right in. And now putting them with other G.I. Joe figures, man, this guy is spot on, just as is. I would have bought this set even if he didn't transform. Of course, him being Bumblebee underneath just gives it a bit of a plus. It would have been great if he would have been Hound. Thankfully, the rest of the pegs are a little bit smaller, so it's easier on these older guys and their peg holes. And it comes out looking amazing. Even rolls really nice as well. I unfortunately do not own the original All Striker for comparison's sake, but I do own, and I unboxed and reviewed on this channel, the 2000s All Striker. He's a little bit dirty, but that's because I played with it. Ignoring the dirt, ignoring the bites, take a look at this. Now, this is molded after the original. And look at this. It looks almost dead on. Of course, you got the differences here on the back, especially at the bottom. This cases Bumblebee's chest here, but the way they use certain things like the circular area right here, they used it for Bumblebee's chest and his emblem. Everything looks so good. And maybe because of the transformation for Bumblebee, the seats are even more detailed than the original. The big old blaster on top looks to be molded out of the same mold here, just slightly altered to fit the aesthetic for Bumblebee. Now this All Striker does have a lot of suspension. That's really good. This Bumblebee one does not. Of course, there's going to be a lot of differences in the way it's put together because you have to accommodate the transformation, but visually it looks amazing. If I wasn't filming this for a review video, I honestly would leave Bumblebee as is, as an All Striker. But I gotta finish this review. Let's go ahead and let's transform him back to robot mode. Looking at this, I don't know which combination I prefer. This is Bumblebee. And this is sort of Bumblebee Hound. But looking at this, I prefer this side right here because you've got pure retro 80s. And right here, you've got an update on what we loved as kids. But I'd still prefer this side right here. Simple, the colors pop, and they just look real darn cool. This side, I appreciate it. My final thoughts. This is an incredible idea that I wish that Hasbro would have come up with when I was a kid. This whole crossover is amazing. Bumblebee, I wish it would have been Hound. I get it, Bumblebee's a lot more popular than Hound was. Transforming him is a lot easier than I thought. And even back into robot mode, although in robot mode, he is pretty flimsy. He's still a really cool action figure and vehicle, which is a great plus. But the star of this pack, as small as he is it's Stalker. Like I mentioned earlier, I've been trying to get a vintage Stalker for a long time that wouldn't break the bank and would at least have one thumb. It would have cost me a lot more to get a good Stalker than buying this set. Thankfully, my brother gifted me this for my birthday, so it didn't cost me anything. Looking at the whole set, Stalker, with how hard it is to get them, Bumblebee, that it should have been Hound, Stalker is the star of this set. Join me again as I'm going to be kind of unboxing and building up my Hiss Megatron that I got on eBay. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the next one. I really appreciate your support. Don't send me any money. I don't have any Patreon. So if you could, please just hit that like, hit that subscribe, and maybe share. If you can check out, maybe click this video, or maybe even click whatever that is right here. What is that? How did it get here? Bye!